I just wanted to make this little tutorial today to show you how you can use the Unity web request to post data. This is useful if you're using an API that requires you to post data, or often in PHP scripts you'll want to post data there. So the first thing we're going to do is create a folder for our scripts. And I'm going to make a C# script. I'm just going to call it web post example. Let's double click to open this in Visual Studio. First up, you're going to need the Unity networking library. Now to do this, you use the IEnumerator, and I'm going to make a function for this. Now we're not going to need the update function. And here we've got the function post data, and we're just going to accept a string, and that's going to be the one piece of data that we're going to post. If you have multiple pieces of data, you'll obviously add more variables up here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a form to take your data. And now you just add the fields that you want into this form. We're only going to have one field, and I'm just going to call the field name. And in that field, I'm just going to send it the string, data string. Next, we need to make our web request. Now remember that we're using .post here, and the site I'm going to use for my posting is http://org/post. This site's really useful if you don't know about it. It allows you to test a whole bunch of web functionality without actually having to have the scripts. Now you can see that the post data has the red underline under it. That's because we have no yield, and that's an important part of an IEnumerator, so let's add that part next. Now that means this will run in the background until the send web request has something back. So first of all here, we're checking if the result doesn't equal a success, in which case we're just going to debug the error. So now the else is our success, and in this case I'm just going to make a little string to read in the text and then debug that out to the console so we can see the result. And the final thing you need to do when you finish with your Unity web request, you need to dispose it, or you might get a memory leak. Now one more thing before we move on. Although it hasn't shown up as an error, I've just realised that I need to put some brackets here for the WW form. And of course there's one more thing that we need to do before we move on, which is actually call this function. So let's start our coroutine. So I'm just going to call the post data, and I'm just going to send out some text. Let's save this and go back to Unity and give it a go. Now let's drop our web post example onto our main camera. Open our console, hit play. As you can see here that it's returned. And you can see from the form, our post data was test string. So as you can see, that's now working, and that's why that site's a great way to be able to see what's actually going on. Hope you found this tutorial useful if you're looking to post data. If you did, please like, subscribe or comment. I really appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel. I hope you enjoy your game dev journey.